I think we had a very unique relationship, you and I especially, but I had it, and maybe because I needed the help, which I welcomed, but, and I haven't found this so much other places. A lot of times actors are just doing their thing and they're going to let you do your thing. But on Smallville, there was sometimes like Sam did this, Allison did this, you did it especially, and I mean in the best sense. And John Schneider did this, and Annette sometimes too, just a little in between takes, just a little bit of, hey, what about this? What about this? You know, and what it did is it brought the performances, it overlapped them and integrated them so much better. And I think that's what you see, because I needed the help.
I think you nailed it. I think it was the being comfortable on set, being comfortable enough to have the freedom to try things, to do things, to feel welcome to do that, to everybody wanted you to look the best and be the best. And, you know, I haven't really had that as much as I had on Smallville. There definitely was that feeling. I think when I shot in Pastor, there was definitely moments with certain actors that I felt like just this freedom. And it's such a wonderful feeling when someone's there for you and you're there for them. And there's
you and I share a very unique experience that we both worked with Steve Martin. And I don't know what you did with him on set, but for me, there was this one quick story where I have a very small line that I say to him at the end. And the line is to basically tell him, you know, Dad, I don't need you, you know, F off. And I think we did it 2 or 3 times, and it was on Steve's coverage. And on the final take, I screamed it at him. I screamed it. Like, there's no way the sound even picked it up. I just screamed at him, and I walked away. And as I walked off set, I saw the director. He was terrified. He's like, you just screamed at Steve Martin in his face. But as I look back and I saw the monitor, Steve Martin, he went with it. And that's what's in the movie in Cheap Brother Dozen. And I'm not saying that like it was a good choice, but it was a choice. You know, and sometimes you got to go with that. And I guess there's
yeah. I feel the same way. And it's about people making you comfortable. It's like nice to work with. Sometimes you don't get it on the, not to mention my other podcast, but Inside of You, this week's guest is Michael Biehn, who you're going to love this. You know, Tombstone, Aliens, Terminator.
Oh yeah.
He was awesome. And he talks about like on Tombstone, how Val and nobody, like most people they didn't talk to each other. Like they were doing they were doing their own thing. And Val, but they would get on set and they would just do it. You know, they would do it and that would be it. They wouldn't go, hey, let's try this, or hey, it was just like sort of like, hey, let's work. You know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. Let's do it. And I don't like that. That's not when I work best. I like when people are like going, hey, want to give it another chance? Want to do another shot? Yeah, cool. Hey, good shot. Good stuff, man. Just support. I like that.
You know, but
whatever makes you tick. Whatever makes you tick.
I don't want to take up too much time with this, but I just did a movie with the actor who, in between takes, the headphones were on. He was the bad guy. I was the good guy. And if I spoke to him, he was like, yeah, great. He never spoke to me. He never responded to what I said.
Yep.
But at the same time, I realized he's doing his thing, and what he was doing was fantastic.
Yeah, you're right.
So at least I knew what was up, you know?
No, I think I did that with John, with Lionel Luthor. I think I was always goofing around, kind of pissing him off and trying to like, and at first I think he was like, what the fuck is he, you know? And it's like, oh, he's being Lex in a way. And it was just like, you know, it was sort of how I worked. However you work is the way you work. And if it works for you,
I think John saw it as petulance in a way, which, hey, whatever fuels your energy.
Yeah, I agree.